Good morning, traders. Good morning. Hoping everybody's doing well this morning. Let's see what we've got today in the markets. Let's see what we can take advantage of. And then, I'm hoping the sound is right on your side. Can somebody just drop a comment there and let me know if they can hear me clearly, so I can get started. Meanwhile, as well, can you guys drop also a few pairs that we can look at on top of what I'm going to be sharing, and then we will take it from there, guys. Sound is good. Good morning. Good morning. Awesome, guys. Thank you very much. So, let's see what we've got today. So we'll start with the calendar. Take a look at what's going on in the calendar. Nothing interesting, no restricting news. Probably want to look at this as well. These news are gonna throw in a couple of nuggets, but it's happening in 6 hours. So, let's just be careful. So probably in the next 5.5, we will not get into positions, or we will let the ones go that are already running. Awesome. Okay, let me just close one of the charts here. Okay. Before we get started, USD news are coming out. Before we get started, I just want to share this pair that I was running yesterday. Whoever's still holding, let me just go to the 1 hour. It's still playing around the same area. So if you're still holding this pair, we're still at 1 to 5. We're just under 1 to 5. And the SL, it's at 1 to 3. So we can leave that. Let's let that be. Don't touch it. And then GU. Okay, GU is picking up a bit, but we are not at 1 to 8 yet. So we will. There's like 20. I think it's. Let me just take a look here at my notes. There's around 50% that's still running on GU, and then 25% still running on EU. No, GU, there's 100% still running. 25% on GU, and then GCAD. Let me see, where's my GCAD? Okay, GCAD. We closed 50%, I think. Yeah, we're still running at around 1 to 3. It's floating around this area. So stop is at break even. We closed some of it, which is good. And then GU is running as well. EU running as well. And then ORCAD, we've got 25% left on this position, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, there's still, So I see it dropped all the way down to 1 to 6, and then now it's at 1 to 4.6. Okay. So this, once we hit the 1 to 5, just change your stop to 1 to 3 and then let it move. So this is a winner indeed. After we had this loss. So let me just move these so we can get so our charts can look a bit neat. Okay. Awesome. So I see you guys want me to look at Let's see. Golden EA from Thompson. Okay, let's start there. Start with gold. So gold yesterday we had a stop loss hit here, but then now I don't know why I didn't notify you guys to re-enter, because I mean it eventually started picking up, and it is picking up. So the second trade I didn't place, and then some of the guys that watched the video on how to take our trades, they went in again and got a nice couple of pips on it. I recouped what was made, of course, and then yeah, that's where it was. But when we start looking at gold again, it's a very okay. I'm gonna remove these lines as well. When we start looking at gold again from scratch, I'll tell you what I think and what I would personally do with gold. Okay. Guys, if you guys have any questions, just drop a question on the chat side, and then I will get to it. Okay, so gold is shown as it has basically closed this imbalance here, and then we see where it turned, probably based on, you always look left, basically always look left. Key zone. Okay, so with gold, when you look at it from this angle, you can see this nice trend from the bottom, and that's what everybody's seeing. Everybody's seeing that, and that's where the big boys are probably gonna come in. So if I was to be very risk averse, okay, this makes sense why it turned there. This was a previously key zone. It was a very important zone where it turned. Okay, but this is from the older trade, the trade that we had last week, that went on to 20. Okay, so with this pair, I'll probably count on this trend line being broken, and we know that there's a minor one here as well inside. So from a longer perspective, I'll probably look at a short from this angle, from this key zone here. It's a nice tear off area, and then from a shorter perspective, I'll look at a buy, just like yesterday. Just remove that. From this level, you saw this buy, which created a bit of liquidity at the top there, and then we can see this one here as well. This liquidity zone here that's created, probably on both sides. Usually, guys, I don't like taking gold positions from 4-hour zones because of what happened yesterday. You will get the trade, but sometimes you take a hit first before you get the trade. Okay, so we do see something happening here, and at the bottom, so those zones are going to be taken out. The question now is, are you going to be in the market when they are taken out? And we see this massive imbalance. Well, it was massive. It was only closed just now. And then we see another liquidity area here. So we could see a potential short in the short term. So say, for example, this could be a good short-term trade. Just know that there's some liquidity at the top which will probably be taken, and then there's this liquidity at the bottom. So probably are gonna see something like this, and then go down. So that's what we'd want to wait for. So I'm counting on this high to be taken, the liquidity here to be taken, and this one to be taken all the way down into this imbalance zone. So this is a short-term trade. I'm probably not going to take this one, but I'm more interested in this position here. And this is why you guys haven't seen much of the gold positions being posted, because I'm really counting on taking nice moves. So I would wait for this to happen first and take a sell at 1904. That's if I didn't miss it already. As I can see, it's already coming down, probably grabbing most of these liquidity zones here. And you see, so gold right now, it's only that short-term trade which I just showed you guys now. And if you want to really get the best of it, you'll probably have to go in extremely close, like as in, okay, let me just give you a quick example of how I would approach this position. So we'll pretend this is a daily view, and then I'm just going to scroll down to this level here. Actually, no, it's going to be this one here. Then I'm just going to show you guys quickly where I would take the position. Then 1 minute candles. It'll also have a very tight stop. So it'll look something like that. So this would be 280 points stop. So let's go to the 15 minutes. So this is where I'd take the position from. I'd have my stop just above that level there, and then I'd enter right in the middle of the zone, and then I'd start taking profits at this level here. So with gold, usually I prefer starting at the 1 to 2 because of the way it moves, but this is also a nice area to start taking profits at 1 to 4. And once you start hitting 1 to 1, you adjust your stop to break even, and then you watch it do what it does. So this is a short-term trade that I would say it is tradable, but I'm just not going to trade it because of the time zones. I'm very, very strict when it comes to positions I like trading. Yesterday I took one, that Katsu's franc that we lost. It was one of these similar positions, but you saw how it came back and hit a 1 to 5. So that's the only reason I don't like these. They're too noisy. So yeah, this is a position I would want to take, or rather I'd take if I was trading the time frame. But I'm not, so but I am gonna mark it, and then we'll take it from there. Awesome, guys. I'll post it in the free channel as well, so get into the free channel, guys, and then yeah, you'll get this analysis here. Okay, there's a lot of things happening with this pair that can be taken advantage of. So we are definitely coming down. That's a given. We will take a look at this position if it does play out. Okay. The next pair, UKSA Ixathrob. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And then Dwayne wants us to look at the CAD-U. Let's take a look at the CAD-U. CAD-U. Why don't I have it on my watch list? It's weird. Okay. CAD-USD. There you go. Okay, so what do we have here? I feel like this trade is already gone. Just by looking at it from this zone, it looks like it's gone. Could potentially get it though. Let's just take a look at what's happening. And there's a there was a massive imbalance which is getting filled now. So yeah, could have looked at this a couple of days back. Okay, but that's fine. There's always an opportunity. There is always something in the market, guys. You don't need to rush anything. And it's moving so odd. But anyway, so with this pair, I'll probably look at an entry using this candle here. EU. EU. I might get an alert on the EU. Okay. So I'd take a long from this key zone area. I'd look at taking a long all the way up, and I see it's filling up, like I mentioned, this area here. And I'd only look at a short from this key zone here. That's where I'd look at a short. Okay. So Dwayne, with this one, yeah, I really wanted to come back down first before I take any position. 13 pip down. If you are a bit aggressive, you'd also look at this level here. So this is where now. Okay, can I just change this? That's a 4-hour key zone, and then you'd scroll deeper into it and see all where are the wicks with this pair. Anyway, so you will see, I think probably that's why I haven't included it on my watch list. It's weird. Okay, so, and there's a lot of imbalances. Look at that. On the way up. And whatever it's doing now, there's an imbalance. So you could potentially see this coming back down to this level and then up again. Or we could see it coming back down to this level, which is a nice curve zone, and then up again. Okay, so if you want to be a bit risky and insist on this position, you look at a position around this area here using this candle. Using this candle here. I'm clicking this random place because I know that once you scroll down to the lowest levels, you would find a pretty nice entry zone there. Look at your candles. How do you even discover pairs like these? Anyway, so that's where we are with this pair. So you would look at a position from the bottom or from that key off area. So it would look something like this for the first trade. Targeting this key off area. Or something like this, which is more ideal. Also targeting the same area. So that's how this pair would look. Okay. Let me just save it as well. And then Justin wants us to look at GU. So Justin, okay, let's take a look at what's happening with the EU pair. Oh, it broke into that zone, so still looks good. We're getting somewhere. 1 to 6. We're still holding. We're holding for 1 to 8. All those that got this pair, and that's when we'll start looking at adjusting. Okay. GU. Well, GU, we are still running on GU. We hit this key level. Just go down to the 4-hour. GU, we got a buy yesterday, my Justin, and we're targeting this level. So that's actually as far as we can go. GU. Let me just remove these targets. So we are already in the green with GU. We are 1 to 2. 1 to just under 1 to 2. Yeah, 1 to 1.5. So if you'd want to get into this position, you'd want it to come down into this level and then go up. And ideally, your entry would probably be very different from us, because we're already at break even for this pair. So yeah, that's where we are with GU. I'm also gonna keep that on it. And then let's look at the US30. I don't trade indices, eh? I really do not trade them. I don't like them. It's just a personal thing. I don't know how they work, so I wouldn't even trust my own analysis on this, period. But if it does work, hey, bravo. Okay, so we see a nice trend line. I know they move quite aggressively, so if you're to get one good trade from this, you'd probably be a happy man. So that's what I do know about these. So with this one, I'm not even seeing a nice entry. An entry on this would be a bit too far. But whatever is going to be coming with this pair, it's going to break this liquidity if it does operate in that sense, targeting the zone here. Okay, let's see. I'd have to backtest. I'd have to backtest this and see if it works on the indices. I know it works on crypto. I did a Bitcoin trade last week. It was quite impressive, actually. Let's see. Switch into the daily, you start seeing the usual liquidity zones, imbalances being filled. I see this imbalance created and then filled. So we could potentially have a nice position here. Let's see. Okay. So already we see that there is an imbalance here that has to be sorted. Okay, let me not say has to be sorted. That'll probably be sorted. You can see our entry candle there on the 1 hour. And then let's go down to the 15. Okay, some more imbalances. The entry candle is tightening down now, so we're looking at something like that. So if you are going to trade this pair, you'd want to see something along these ranges. And actually, just let me know how this goes. If it does trigger, this would be the first back test, forward test position, and then we'll see how it goes. 1 to 18. I think that would possibly be a good trade. Okay, so let me know how this goes. Let me add it here for future reference, of course. I hope I've got the right one. I see there's 3 of them here, but it should be currency.com, capital.com. It should be. Okay, so that's what we've got here. And then I see what's the next one. KD, I did GU US30. I see Sandal was asking, what if the price consolidates in profit before we take partials or move SL to BE? What to do in such a case? In short, how you expect the price to react to our point of interest? So usually what happens is, because we've got targets, and usually when the price consolidates, you are going to find areas of liquidity which will be taken out. So what I'd ideally want to do is to try and move my stop so that once those liquidity zones in that range are taken, it doesn't affect your position, because they can be taken against you and go into your entry point, hitting a stop loss and going back up to your point of interest. So usually you want to always ensure that you are always protected. So your positions must always be protected. You take your partials, be protected. And you see, so usually with some people, I would want them to, at 1-to-1, just start taking something off the table, until you've mastered the partials. I mean, I shared something with you guys. Let me just open it on the screen quickly. I shared something with you guys recently about how to take these partials. I'll drop it onto the group as well. So this is more for aggressive traders, or let me not say aggressive, but traders like me. I mean, you start taking your partials at 1 to 3. Some people close all their positions at 1 to 3. Some don't even hit 1 to 3. But now, if you've been following us for a while, you've noticed how 90% of our trades go over 1 to 3. So hence we start taking partials from 1 to 3. So with that said, partial option A, that's when you start taking it 50%. So you can switch this around to fit your character. So if you feel pain when a trade goes into 1 to 2, consolidates and then drops, and you start getting emotional, then you want to follow something similar to the first one, but now your partials would be at 1 to 1, 1 to 2, and 1 to 3. Or you can start taking at 1 to 1, and then after 1 to 1, you leave 50% of the position to potentially hit 3, 5, 8, and 10. So you would be partialing at less the rate. So for example, let me just do this for you guys. Please bear with me. So for example, your partial here at the beginning would be, it won't be a 1 to 3, but it will be at 1R, and then 1 3, and then 1 5, 1 8, and then 10. So here you closed 50 or 30%, doesn't really matter. It's up to you. And then you'd go for 10, 10, 10, and then 10, and then the rest you let it trail. So that's how you'd want to ensure that you take something off the table, you know. I think I'd rather have a position where you take, say for example, 0.5% profit than take nothing or hit a stop. So that's where now you need to be very careful and also know yourself. Understand that, listen, I'm an emotional trader, or my account is very important to me, and all accounts are important. But then again, what I'm saying is your targets, your goals, and your ideas around your account. So just make sure you know yourself. I'll post this into the free channel, and then you guys can just work around it. It will give you potential profits that you'll be making on every step, every partial that you take along the way. Okay. Let's see. Good morning, Ahmed. How are you this morning? Awesome, Jane. Let's see. Can I analyze another trade? What trade should I analyze? See this M here. Just give me a trade to look at, then I'll take a look. Now we still have 20 minutes until the London Open, guys. Drop them. Let's go. Meanwhile, what do you guys think about your pairs? I see Dwayne wants us to look at the CAD JPY. Let's see what we've got here. Guys, don't forget to subscribe and invite your friends and family, and like, of course. Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, so this was completely closed. Okay, so with this pair, on the daily, we see a potential shortcoming. A very nice one. Guys, also check out the Bootcamp. I mean, once you guys get into that, you'll be able to do this at a rapid pace and extremely quick. I mean, you can potentially learn this in a month and probably trade just like I do, hitting those massive hours just by getting deeper and deeper into detail with this type of trading, and also how you analyze and take advantage of most of these positions. And once you do it, and then I'll show you how to do the 100 trade test, and also do an analysis for you. And also, let me just show you something, guys. Okay. Okay, this is where we are with this pair. we're looking at a nice sell, and could potentially even trigger whilst we're looking at it now, guys. Whilst we're looking at it, so just be careful and watch how we operate this thing. I'm not gonna list all of them. We know what's happening here. I wonder why Dwayne likes these CAD pairs. But anyway, everybody's got their own favorites. I'm guessing this is Dwayne's favorites. Okay, there we go. Bootcamp is on my website, guys. Just check it out. I'm potentially gonna put in more information on it. But yeah, so the idea with the bootcamp is to honestly just get you to trade like I am trading. I'm using quite a number of ways to look at positions, and yeah, learn it. And I promise you, your win rate will, not the win rate actually, your returns are gonna be ridiculous. I mean, I was doing double-digit returns every week for the past 4 weeks. Double digit every single week, guys. Every week. And you don't even have to hit massive what's this, win rate. You simply just have to hit your trades. I hear a lot of people talking about how you need to be disciplined, you need to, your psychology and all those things. There are rules and strategies to do that. It's not easy to just decide out of the blue. So yeah, no, it's not free. I run it literally one-on-ones with me every day. Charts, Zoom meetings. We also look at how I got to some of the pairs, and how most of these positions would give you a nice entry. And believe me, I mean, I'm analyzing. Let me show you guys. I'm analyzing all 31, including the CAD-U that Dwayne just added. But it's basically 31 pairs that I look at every single day within a very short space of time, and then I pick what I need to pick, get what I need to get out of it, and then take it from there. Okay, so this is what I'd look at with this pair. CAD JPY. If you go deeper into this price, there's some things that I can't really explain. I need to show you, but you see them just by looking at a chart. You just see them. You can't unsee it. Like, you just see it. It's right in your face. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at for this one. And then next pair, NZD-USD. Let's see what we've got with this one. I think we already did an analysis on this, and yeah, it's gone. It is gone, guys. It is gone. It is gone. It's gone. So with this one, we did an analysis. I think it was sometime last week. So then again, if somebody watched that video of our positions, they would have caught this position, because I think when we did it, the price was somewhere here, and then we watched this level, and then it created all these imbalances, of course. And then when this happened, we were not watching. So somebody used this analysis, got this entry, and then, yeah, well, it's still running, which is 32 pips in. So if I was to enter this position, I'd wait for price to drop down a bit. I'd wait for it to come down, and then, yeah, go up from there. I wouldn't get in at this level. So yeah, so this position is still valid. Let me just move this, because we missed it by, yeah, very, very, very small, on 1 pip. Yeah, that was interesting. Anyway, so I'd want to enter somewhere here. Okay, let's just see this. I don't like that. Stop is too big. So probably somewhere there in the middle. That's how to enter this position. Because this area here, listen, even if you just continue watching it, this liquidity zone here, it's gonna get taken out and you're gonna get a really nice move all the way up. These zones here, gonna get a very nice move up. Okay, so I'm also gonna mark that. Awesome. Okay. GCAD, I think GCAD is gonna be the last one. GCAD. Well, it can't be the last one. GCAD we did yesterday as well. It's still running. We're green, so we're actually at, let's see. No, sorry about that. So CHF will be the last one. We did the GCAD yesterday. We're running at 3 to 4 now. Yeah. So this one is active. So can't really do much about that. CHF JPY. Let's see the CHF JPY. Something beautiful is forming here as well. So things like that, where you just look and already you just start seeing that, listen, there's something beautiful coming. You just, I already did an analysis of this one as well. So liquidity zone. Let's see, you're looking at something along these ranges, but you're also looking at the liquidity zone being taken first, and then that other block. So yeah. So we actually should be changing our focus candle. Yep. Any questions, guys? Are you guys fine? Are you guys following? Talk to me, guys. Don't just be silent. Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's already in the area. So if we go down to the 1 minute, we'll probably even get a tighter position to enter. And so with this one, it's already a stop order, guys. It's already a nice stop order that you can work on. There we go. There we go. So this is where we are. So with this one, because of the recent candle, I'll probably use that and then use that as my stop, and then have my, there we go. Okay. There we go. So this would be a good pay, a good position. There you go. This would be a good stop to go into. This one didn't get that far, so yeah. Anyway. Okay, so there we are. I'm actually gonna place this order here, and then just see if we can get a nice trade on it. This will be my first position actually. CHF JPY. Awesome. It's going to be a stop 122.506, stop loss 122.566, and then as you guys know, our take profit started 123, somewhere around this area, 125, and then 128, and then from 1 to 10 it's just blessings, guys, and then we leave the rest to run. So this is what we're looking at. So it's 122.336 is our first TP, and then 122.214 as our second TP, and then 122.043, and then 121.907. There we go. And our risk as usual 0.5. And then there we go. Sell stop entered. We'll be watching that position. Okay, so let's see. GBP events. So what happens is with these events, how I used to do it back in the day was to look at the event to see what is potentially going to come, and then go back to say 5 to 10 times the previous times those events was released and what happened. So that's how I used to look at it back in the day, and you could also look at it that way. And then now I just avoid it. Period. I just don't trade it. So when price gets to that level, I ignore it. So yeah, that's yeah, that's how it is. Awesome. And then Sanel was asking, sometimes I post 2 trade ideas on one single chart. Let's say we entered in one trade and it took us out. Should we enter or should we wait for the price to reach our second tier of area? So what happened is I always re-enter. I always give my trades a second chance. Most of the time what happens is we entered and then price literally just went opposite, and it came back into our area of interest and went down into our direction. So I'll just give my trades second try. And also when I have 2 trades, I'll give both second tries. But remember now, when you, part of the rules is that for every 2 trades that you lose consecutively, you stop trading. So now when you have 2 potential trade ideas which are close to each other, you will potentially lose the second one if you re-enter. So it'll be a choice option. And usually when I have 2 of the same trades close to each other, then it means I would take half the risk. So instead of 0.5, I'd go 0.25 and then enter one trade and then wait for it. And then if the other one triggers, take it as well. So that's where we need to be very, very, and make it your own. But just know that you always try and give your trades a second try. Give it a second opportunity to give you those good results. So yeah, that's it. The unemployment event, yeah. Just be wary of those. So I should post more trades. Now, I'm going to post free trades, which are the ones that we do in the live. And then the rest of these pairs I post in the private group, in the premium group. So yeah, I post all of them. So yeah. Anytime, Eric, anytime. Yeah, let's wait for good positions to come through. Okay, US 30. Any more questions, guys? What do you guys want to know? GCAD. We're potentially going to get a nice move from this. I mean, this will be a... Let me give you guys a preview of how we got into this I think it was a GCAD position. Or was it GU? Not sure. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I think it was gold actually, and yeah, here's the trade, GU, it was GU. So I was analyzing and looking at it, and then it literally just went in. So you'll just see how it looks. So something like this, where I was looking at a position, and then I was looking at it, and while I was looking at it, it hit this wick, and then it started pushing up. Then I just buy now, and then started posting the stop losses and everything else after. So yeah, that's how the premium group is. Yeah, there's quite a lot that's posted in here. Okay. That's about it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and yeah, don't forget to share. Any more questions, guys? Or until next week. Not next week, tomorrow. Sorry about that. It's a London Open now. Let's focus. Let's see what's happening. And good luck, guys. I will leave this stream on for a bit, for say the next 5 minutes. And then any questions that you guys have, just drop them there. And then I'll see them and I'll respond.